So, I was raised on a farm in Lincoln, Georgia.
Do you want me to talk about Lincoln?
So I grew up in Lincoln, Georgia.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Lincoln, Georgia. It's a little. I have a twin sister named Lizzie, and we grew up about 5 miles down the road from the Lewis family. So we have always had bluegrass in our veins and in our blood, and just kind of couldn't help but default to bluegrass. It was just always there. My first instrument was guitar. My daddy bought me one of those little harmony, JCPenney harmony guitars, that like cardboard box with nylon strings. And boy, I wore that thing out. I had been planning to call Tom T and Miss Dixie to see if they just needed somebody to paint fences or cut the grass, and the day I was going to call, I didn't, and then the next morning, Dixie called me, which is funny, and you know, in her little British accent, Southern British accent, she asked me what I was doing and wanted to know if I'd come work for her.
I will always love Miss Dixie. I loved her then, and I still love her now. Not a day that goes by that I don't think about her. She taught me a lot, and I'm glad that the song Sweet Miss Dixie Dean came to me on the day that I found out she passed, and I'm glad I was able to finish it with Donna and Rick. So I think it makes you proud.
Where blue Kentucky grass ain't never green. Hey, Miss Dixie.
I don't know.
So it was sort of friends at first sight?
Yeah, I'd say so. Friends at first sight.
I liked her. I remember I didn't get to know her too well that first day that I went out to record at Tom T and Dixie's place. But what I do remember is, and I didn't know her very well, so now that I do know her very well, it's funnier than it was then. But they decided they wanted me to do this song that they had tracks to, and when I got in there, the melody wasn't right. It wasn't the way that Tom T wrote it, and I said, you know, I would feel more comfortable if we had the right melody. And Dixie just turned around and said, Rebekah, get on in there and play it for me. And I remember her going,
Destroyed me.
She kept going, I'm not really a guitar player. I'm really not a guitar player. And she went in there and she did an absolutely great job. And we cut the song, and so that's how we met. It was stressful right off the bat.
Stress.
So I think it was a good choice that she asked me to be producer, because, you know, I already know how to stress her out.
Yep.
So it was really perfect, right?
It was. It was good. It was a good day.
So yeah. So we cut all the songs.
We did.
And
Got down to
I really didn't think we had a title cut. I didn't think we had figured out what the title should be.
I kept asking you throughout every day.
Yeah, every day.
Is anyone sticking out to you?
Every day.
You like one?
And and so as it always happens for me, it came to me at midnight. I said, you know, what should her debut album say? And it should say, Rebekah Long, here I am. So I get up for you. Rick is sleeping soundly. My puppies are sleeping.
You got back. You got me back. Sorry.
Yeah, I did get her back. So it's, you know, I sat there at my kitchen island, and I thought, okay, here I am. If I'm going to write a song about it, why would I write a song about here I am? And then, you know, I really did think a lot about you, about your life, about the challenges that you've overcome and things that have happened. And I thought, you know what? I know how it should be. So I wrote the song alone at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I counted the minutes until 5 o'clock. I said, all right, she's had enough sleep. And I called her. I said, hey, I wrote your title cut. I just sent it to you. Learn it, because we got to cut it today in the studio.
It was the last thing we did.
Yeah.
I know you know. When I've had all I can stand, hit my knees, I am. You knew I'd need your strong shoulder and your hand, so I'm reaching out. Here I am. Sunday dresses, suits and ties, church house filled up right on.
It was farm life, and farm life is what farm life is: cows, horses, and hay, and big grassy ferns, and screen doors slamming, and running through the fields barefoot, and all the tragedies that also come with farm life. You know, we had it was what it was. So, ain't life sweet? Because I was born in the country, what else am I going to write about?
So sweet.
Well, I mean,
God, I suck at this.
that you're a twin. You could say I'm a twin, actually.
Tell you.
That's it. So I grew up in Lincoln, Georgia, about that much. Yeah. You get in front of the camera, it's hard.
Place called Lover's Lane, where strolling ain't